Quote from Friedrich Nietzsche: "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." I am not upset that you lied to me. I'm upset that from now on I can't believe you. Without music, life would be a mistake. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process he does not become a monster. And if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you. It is hard enough to remember my opinions without also remembering my reasons for them. There is always some madness in love, but there is also always some reason in madness. You have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. There are no facts, only interpretations. The man of knowledge must be able not only to love his enemies, but also to hate his friends. He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusion destroyed. The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will be lonely often and sometimes frightened. But no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. When we are tired, we are attacked by ideas we conquered long ago. The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die. As well, the minds which are prevented from changing their opinions, they cease to be mind. No one can construct for you the bridge upon which precisely you must cross the stream of life. No one but you, yourself alone. The advantage of a bad memory is that one enjoys several times the same good things for the first time. The surest way to corrupt a youth is to instruct him to hold in higher esteem those who think alike than those who think differently. I am a forest and a night of dark trees, but he who is not afraid of my darkness will find banks full of roses under my cypresses. Every deep thinker is more afraid of being understood than of being misunderstood. Thoughts are the shadows of our feelings, always darker, emptier, and simpler. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. A thinker sees his own actions as experiments and questions, as attempts to find out something. Success and failure are for him answers above all. There are no beautiful surfaces without a terrible depth. You must be ready to burn yourself in your own flame. How could you rise anew if you have not first become ashes? There are two different types of people in the world: those who want to know and those who want to believe. One ought to hold on to one's heart, for if one lets it go, one soon loses control of the head too. All things are subject to interpretation. Whichever interpretation prevails at a given time is a function of power and not truth. That which is done out of love is always beyond good and evil. The lonely one offers his hand too quickly to whomever he encounters. Invisible threads are the strongest ties. Ultimately, it is the desire, not the desired, that we love. Today, as always, men fall into two groups, slaves and free men. Whoever does not have 2/3 of his day for himself is a slave, whatever he may be, a statesman, a businessman, an official, or a scholar. One repays a teacher badly if one always remains nothing but a pupil. Become who you are. I know of no better life purpose than to perish in attempting the great and the impossible. To predict the behavior of ordinary people in advance, you only have to assume that they will always try to escape a disagreeable situation with the smallest possible expenditure of intelligence. The most perfidious way of harming a cause consists of defending it deliberately with faulty arguments. And once you are awake, you shall remain awake eternally. One must shed the bad taste of wanting to agree with many. Good is no longer good when one's neighbor mouths it. And how should there be a common good? The term contradicts itself. Whatever can be good always has little value. In the end, it must be as it is, and always has been. Great things remain for the great, abysses for the profound, nuances and shudders for the refined, and, in brief, all that is rare for the rare. One must be a sea to receive a polluted stream without becoming impure. If you know the why, you can live anyhow. But it is the same with man as with the tree. The more he seeks to rise into the height and light, the more vigorously do his roots struggle earthward, downward, into the dark, the deep, into evil. I assess the power of a will by how much resistance, pain, torture it endures, and knows how to turn to its advantage. Man is something that shall be overcome. Man is a rope tied between beasts and overmen, a rope over an abyss. What is great in man is that he is a bridge and not an end. There are no eternal facts, as there are no absolute truths.